Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce on the sidelines. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Reed is out there with Gobert, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for the Hornets, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. And it's Knipple in at the 3, the small forward. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Now here's Gobert. Gobert, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Plays it up off the glass. Gobert's got the first points of the night for the Timberwolves.
Gobert's comfort zone, right? High percentage shots, easy money for Rudy.
To the middle, it's tipped. That one's in, his first shot this game. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, they could.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And now, Ali LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back to you.
All right, Ali, thank you so much for that. Now, Reed, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. For 3, Bridges, nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, you know that Bridges is good for a few threes most games. This guy is very confident out there.
Reed with a screen on Ball. Over in the corner, Edwards. Misses the 3. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out to Miller, Latrain, and another 3 for Charlotte.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the grab. His three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a win.
And Doris for the Timberwolves, 2 consecutive trips to the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, this is by far the franchise's most successful era to date. But of course, they are not satisfied. Anthony Edwards desires a championship because he wants to be considered amongst the all-time greats.
Timberwolves trail. And here is DiVincenzo. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's the drive.
Wow, how about the navigation off the drive from Dante DiVincenzo? That is nice.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Ball against Edwards. For 3, Bridges. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Plumlee against DiVincenzo. Gobert. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
Takes a step back. Out to Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 8 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Plumlee. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That That one goes on Anunoby.
Defensive foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Kneppel. Sinks the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Anunoby in the corner. Launches a 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Hornets leading by 3. Here's Bridges. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Edwards. Inside. Here's Reed. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And it's Miller in the corner. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
So it's the Timberwolves now. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Sexton, he's checked in for Charlotte. Down low, stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And Sexton slams it in.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ball dishes to Plumlee. Back to Ball. It's blocked. Oh, Anunoby in position. Not going to go that time.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Bridges shot. Good.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests. But Collins a real plus, but he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now Ball. No scoring in this one. To the paint. Hornets with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Here's Ball. After the basket by Charlotte, and it's sent back by Plumlee. The drive by Ball. Up again, Diabate. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Ball. And he drives in, and Ball slams it in.
Gotta respect how quickly Ball gets to the rack. I mean, if you give him the lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it quickly.
James, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Ball with it. Bridges covering. And Ball slams it in.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Now, here's Sexton. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Bridges shot. Good.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Ball with it. Defended by Sexton. It's Edwards on the wing. No good on the triple.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bridges shot. Good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Timberwolves trail by 19. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Charlotte making a switch here. Diabate's checked in.
How about this first quarter? 7 of 9 from the field. He is putting on a show.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Miller with a screen on Sexton. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Bridges against Clark.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Alvarado. No good again that time. And so is Charlotte, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
They've got James. He's out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Diabate in at the 4. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. The Timberwolves shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And the state of North Carolina is a powerhouse, Doris. You know that in college hoops. Can that translate, do you think, to the Hornets?
Kevin, what we know, what the research tells us, is that college basketball fans are just that, and NBA fans are just that. Those two fan bases don't generally cross over. The Hornets need to focus on winning, however, because in America, everybody loves a winner.
And the Timberwolves call time. And the Hornets making a change here. Miller's checked in. Here is Edwards. To the middle. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 4 assists now tonight. Charlotte shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. The open look here for Sexton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. To the inside. Reed misses.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Here's Bridges. Guarded by Reed. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Gobert with a screen on Sexton. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 here in this quarter.
He has still not missed a shot. Where could they be today without him?
Here's Sexton, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
When I think about Colin Sexton, the first couple things that come to mind, speed and confidence. It is what makes him such a good scorer.
Knipples checked in for James, and Sexton drops them both. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Gobert, it's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Miller outside. There's the 3. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
Now, here is Miller. 9 points in the game so far. And the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Knippel with it. He has 5. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. Edwards kicks to Anunoby. Edwards with the screen for Anunoby. Bridges up top. 20 points for him. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Anunoby a screen on Miller. Driving the lane. And the basket by Alvarado.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Charlotte. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Some changes in for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in, and Ball subbed in for Colin Sexton. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Pass to Diabate. Charlotte moving the ball around. For 3. They get it again. The kick out to Ball. Second shot opportunity, and he drops that one in. Ball's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Well, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for LaMelo Ball. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, he chipped in about 25 per. 7 assists and 5 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Edwards. 5 on the clock. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, this is obviously a bonus when Rudy Gobert gets hot like this. And might as well keep feeding the big man.
Miller, the pass to Ball. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here is Ball. Outside Edwards. There's the pick. Inside. Here's Beringer. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got his 6th assist on the night. Charlotte leading by 21. Defended by Gobert. Pass to Miller. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Now here's Ball. Here's Beringer. Over in the corner, Edwards. To the paint. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the Hornets' playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on. And last season, the worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
And here's Edwards following LaMelo Ball's 3. A nice shot by Beringer.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Pass to Knippel. 1:52 left to play in the first half. Spins. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Lonzo Ball. Edwards with it. Bridges covering. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Down low. Reed misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Timberwolves shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Reed with a screen on Miller. Right side, Reed. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Pass to Bridges. Miller with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Miller's got 12 points in the game.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Outside, Ball. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. And a miss there on the triple.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Oh!
My goodness. Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
Here's Ball. Miller outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Fans, please direct your attention to the center court and get ready for the fan at court shot. Drums.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
You look at the Timberwolves, they're in a free fall, sliding down these rankings. But the good news is time is still on their side.
Yep, plenty of games left for them to turn things around. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Hornets.
The defense should...
And that concludes.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, guys? Miles Bridges, an impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Reed is out there with Anunoby, and it's Gobert in its center. Edwards against Miller, and stolen by Miller. Plumlee in the post. Gobert on him. Ball with the bucket.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Edwards finds Gobert. Plumlee with some nice D.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Timberwolves on offense. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, one of the best in the business, Rudy Gobert.
So it's the Hornets now. Ball dishes to Plumlee. Charlotte moving the ball around. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. And talking to Con Knippel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And the Hornets call time here. Ball is checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Rudy Gobert, third.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
That free throw missing.
A top 5 pick in the draft. Con Knippel is a polished rookie. Can play either guard spot. I love his future.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. to Gobert. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 6 rebounds in the game. Ball against Ball. Out to Bridges. Now here's Plumlee. There's Miller with the 3. Reed with the rebound.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Ball, the bounce pass. Plumlee finds Ball. It's stolen by Gobert. Over in the corner, Edwards. To the middle, and stolen by Miller. Here's Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, defenders can have a very hard time against Miles Bridges because it's not just size, it is skill.
Doris, when you look at the numbers of Miles Bridges, he is a bona fide 20-point-per-game player.
And Kevin, that's a big statement. It is not easy to score 20 at this level on a nightly basis. To extend that over several years is the sign of good things to come.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Edwards. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And stolen by Anunoby. Over Miller. Anunoby, no good. The Hornets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Miller surveying the floor. Ball kicks to Plumlee. Back to Ball. Nifty move. Shot clock at 5, and the layup is good. Ball's got 9 points now in the quarter.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Second chance shot, and he can't bank that one in. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Charlotte moving it around. Back to Ball. The 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Reed with a screen on Ball. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Fires for 3. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Gobert's got 22.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
Pass to Plumlee. It's deflected. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And it's Ball in the corner. From downtown, trains the three-pointer. Ball's got 12 points in just the second half.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Reed with a screen on Miller. The kick out to Anunoby. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Anunoby in the corner. Here's Gobert. From 6 feet out, he nails it. He's got 24.
You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
Pass to Bridges. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Minnesota calls timeout. Group on the floor now for Charlotte. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now Alvarado. And the basket by Freeman. Freeman's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Connaughton. To the middle. Diabate's shot is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
James, the pass to Sexton. Here's Diabate. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Diabate. Now Alvarado. To the paint. Here's Beringer. And he uses the glass on the layup. Berenger's got 8 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
1:49 left here in the third quarter. Sexton for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Alvarado. Connaughton with it. He has yet to score. Outside, Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. Count it. Sexton's got his second bucket.
Well, slicing his way to the cup. Sexton's so dangerous on the drive.
Now Alvarado. Down low. Here's Freeman. It's tipped. Outside, Sexton. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. There's a good screen. Shot from the wing. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. It's stolen. And they're on the break. Sexton for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Sexton's got 12.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Timberwolves shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And we're going to go courtside for a report on Rudy Gobert. Allie, what's his status?
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They've decided this is an injury that can be played through, but we'll see if it's a limiting factor. Back to you.
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
We've got Green. James is out there with Sexton. And it's Diabate in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Clark sets a screen for Edwards. Into the lane. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Here's Sexton. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room, and all of a sudden, he's a different guy.
Here's Alvarado. Over in the corner, Edwards. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
And the shot goes in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Alvarado with it. Over in the corner, Edwards. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 10 points in just the second half.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Outside, Sexton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Clark a screen on Sexton. And stolen by James. Sexton kicks to Green. Outside for Sexton. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
McNeely's checked in for the Hornets. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Clark sets a screen for Paul. Pass to Alvarado. Over in the corner, Edwards. Buries the long-range jumper. Edwards got 19 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Sexton against Gobert. The shot by Sexton, no good. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 13-5 run. Anunoby passes to Edwards. Reed with a screen on James. Edwards can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
In the corner, it's James. Pass to Diabate. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Salon. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Charlotte making a switch here. Man's checked in. Here's Mann. Over Reed. Mann can't hit.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on James. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. And stolen by Sexton. Now, Mann. On the wing, Mann. Charlotte no good that time either. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. A three-pointer off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Here's Mann. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Anunoby. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Here's Sexton. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Is on Colin Sexton.
Always love the intensity you get from Dante DiVincenzo. This guy is always ready to force the issue.
Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. McNeely comes in for Trey Mann. Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Reed with a screen on Sexton. And here's Edwards. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his 9th assist in the game now. Charlotte has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Sexton on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sexton.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. And stolen by Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Anytime you get points in transition, you are thrilled. You can see the speed of Sexton on display.
Gobert the screen. Edwards passes to Gobert. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves again can't hit. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Outside, Sexton. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. He's picked up by James. Now here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Charlotte.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Puts it up. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Clock at 6. Sexton. Anunoby sends it back.
Oh, man. OG Anunoby's versatility on the defensive end, so impressive.
Here's Gobert. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
The energy is mounting. Almost time for basketball at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The Timberwolves taking on the Nets. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's been a slow start to the season. Tonight, they'll try to get an elusive W. Nets, T-Wolves, only on 2K Sports. Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And looking at the Raptors matchup, it's one that should be a fun contest. The way the teams stack up against each other makes for good basketball.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Naz Reid out there with Miller. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Saraf is out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Wolf in at the four-man position. To the left wing. Stolen by Anunoby. It's Edwards on the wing. To the paint. Here's Miller, and the layup is good. Miller's got his second basket of the night. And this summer, the NBA owners approving the $1.5 billion sale of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Sean.
How about that? An absolute steal. We're never going to see a team sold for $1.5 billion again, BA. And when you see a team selling like that, it means more investments are coming. The Wolves play in the second oldest arena in the NBA, so I'm told getting a new one built over the next decade is the next order of business for the Timberwolves.
Feels like the right time for an up-and-coming team. They were almost there last season. And here's Thomas from the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And Thomas right there just did a great job making himself available, getting to his spot, ready to fire.
Edwards with it. Inside. Here's Reid. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes. BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Anunoby passes to Reid. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And it's 6 points here for Naz Reid.
You can't allow Reid to get that kind of positioning. He's got great touch down there.
Here's Saraf. DiVincenzo covering. Claxton controls the rebound and the putback. Claxton's got 6.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Pass to Reid. Claxton with a rebound.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
To the right side. Saraf for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And he gets that one. 8 points here for Naz Reid. Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, playing with verticality, that's very, very important. We saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now. The pull-up jumper, and there's another one for Brooklyn.
Hey, Thomas is hard enough to defend when your defense is set. Don't give him room to roam.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Down low. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Nick Claxton.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Lonzo Ball comes in for DiVincenzo. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. The fourth spot held by Anthony Edwards.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
And every season, it seems, Reed takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
Here's Thomas. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continually with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, VA. You know this is much more fun for me.
4 on the clock. And there's another one for Brooklyn. Here's Ball. To the middle. Freeman misses. Nets leading by 5. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordy Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough. So you try to build it. Back to you."
Thank you, Allie.
And I tell you what, Ball has excellent speed. He's got good size, and his savvy shows up right there because he's cutting right into the heart of the defense at just the right time.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Edwards. The 3 ball. The rebound by Mann. Outside Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Edwards. Misses the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Edwards can't get that one to fall. Brooklyn leading by 6. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
Remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Miller's checked in for Freeman, and Alvarado's subbed in for Anunoby. Here's Williams. Pass to Wolf. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul. No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official. When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Some changes for Minnesota. Kevin Love's checked in for Miller. Anunoby comes in for Ball. And it's DiVincenzo in for Alvarado. Thomas against DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Love. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thomas. Footer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo with it. And it's Thomas picking him up. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Back to Thomas. Pass to Clowney. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Williams from long range. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. And Shams, we're seeing a transition in regional media. The RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcasts via streaming is certainly skyrocketing. Every team, Utah, Phoenix, has their own flair to this, and it definitely has the potential to unlock an even larger viewership. The national broadcast is big, guys, especially here at 2K TV, but the local audience is very much an important part of the NBA ecosystem.
To the inside, Love gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And you can't lose sight of Love in these pick and rolls. He's skilled at converting in different ways.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Williams. Down low. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Reed. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. And Love with the basket on the assist from Anunoby.
Well, Love has never been afraid to get down and dirty inside. Even through contact, he's savvy enough to find a way to finish.
Good chance here for Thomas. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Thomas has got 15.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure.
Love, a screen on Thomas. DiVincenzo, pass to Love. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
He buries it from 3. He's got 18.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Cam Thomas getting it done for Brooklyn. He was dominant this quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
They've got Williams, Sharp out there with Powell, and it's Martin in at the point. So that's the Nets 5.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about tweets and videos, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn. And a lot of this is around social media and around the internet, and around their young consumers and young fans.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The free throw drops for Williams. It's both from the stripe.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
And here's Paul. Still no points. Misses in close.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Sharp. And that one is stuffed right through.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Alvarado. There's the three. Sharp grabs the miss. Nets leading by 11. Here's Powell. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Love, a screen on Martin. Paul passes to Love. Over to the left wing. And it's Alvarado missing. Stolen by Ball. Right side, Paul. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Tremendous effort. Defends the shot and gets in perfect position for the rebound.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Man, he's checked in for Williams. Thomas comes in for Powell. Saraf comes in for Martin. And Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quiet. It's that mid-August through September Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer too.
Yeah, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse. Always ready. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed comes in for Anunoby, and Clark is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. They get it back.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Now here's Alvarado. No points yet. Inside. It's stolen away. Here's Saraf. Here's Mann. Sinks it from distance. And the Nets lead by 16.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Alvarado into the lane. And he makes it on the layup. Alvarado's gotten his first basket of the night.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
To the inside. Stolen by Reed. Edwards against Sharp. Edwards, the pass to Reed. Now Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Down low. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. And that's now 11 points here for Naz Reid.
The pick, then points from Reed. He's a mobile big who operates well in the pick and roll.
Saraf gets the bucket. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis. Because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Brooklyn leading by 14. Pass to Clowney. Back to Mann. Here's Clowney. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming. Attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. And then for Minnesota, Miller's checked in for Love. OG Anunoby comes in for Clark. And it's DiVincenzo in for Alvarado. To the middle. Here's Miller. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Outside, DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Reed. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Saraf. Thomas outside. Over Edwards. Thomas misses.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
It's Edwards on the wing. Over Thomas. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's Claxton. Here's Saraf. Gets a very good look and converts. Saraf's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Great positioning on the putback. Reed's got 13.
Saving that trip. Naz Reid turning a miss into a bucket.
And Thomas has got the ball here for Brooklyn. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. needs to share the wealth there.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so the timeout by Jordy Fernandez here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. Number 5, the Timberwolves.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
The 3 is up. And that one's good. Man, give him 8.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Outside Barea. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And they didn't look to score often off turnovers, finishing in the top 20 in the league in that respective category.
Good on the second one. Brooklyn leading by 16. Here's Saroff. He had 25 points in his last game. And that one drops. Thomas has got 20.
And this is just one of those blow-up nights for Thomas. He has one of these every once in a while.
Outside Barea. Here's Jose. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Love. Brooklyn pulls it in. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Pass to Wolf. Thomas outside. There's a screen. Man, the pass to Wolf. Love grabs the miss. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Shams, thanks for dropping in, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line. Yeah, hold on, yeah, I'm going to run, but we'll definitely do this again soon.
Oh, we know he's always got news. Always a pleasure to have Shams drop in. He knows everything that's going on in the league.
He sure does, and knows it even before most players. I mean, heck, I'm surprised he didn't tell me something about me that I didn't know.
Outside Barea. There's a screen by Love. Barea, pass to Love. Outside Reed. From behind the arc. The rebound by Mann.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Knocks down the long J.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely, just deadly from deep so far.
There's a screen by Love. The kick out to Ball to stop the drought. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. 16 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Mann. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Love. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets, ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's first take a gander at the rest of the NBA schedule for the night and what's in store. The Bucks will face off against the Pacers in Indianapolis. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern.
These teams are well matched. It's going to be anyone's game.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Miller is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Here's Wolf, guarded by Miller. Surratt for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Surratt for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
Brooklyn leading by 22. Thomas outside. Here's Wolf, guarded by Miller. Pass to Thomas. Lets it go from deep. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Reed sets a screen. The kick out to Edwards. Pure from 3-point range. Edwards has got 9 points.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Wolf. Here's man. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Edwards can't hit. And Thomas has got the ball here for the Nets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Well, Grant, for a late first-round pick, Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Minnesota with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Miller. And it's Ball in for DiVincenzo. Ball with it. He has 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Give him 8.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
Pass to Thomas. Here's Surratt, pounded by Ball. Now here's Man. And the layup falls. Man's got 4 points this quarter.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And Ball throws it down.
Well, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
Here's Surratt. Love grabs the miss. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Edwards outside. He nails it. That's his 5th, making 11 tries.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Pass to Surratt. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. And Claxton throws it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Reed sets a screen. 6 to shoot. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got his 5th assist in this one. Brooklyn leading by 16. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Miller's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Ball. On defense, the Timberwolves. Here's Claxton. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. And Edwards, here we go.
Oh, what you say? Wow. Goodness. Come on now. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Pass to Wolf. Thomas outside. Six on the shot clock. Here's Wolf. Lets the 3 fly. Great D that time from Miller. Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself on the gridiron. You know, early on, he thought that would be his path. He's mentioned playing it professionally someday. How about that? I don't think it's a great idea, but interesting that he would even broach it. But if anybody could pull it off, he might be the guy.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Clowney's checked in. So he gets them both.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Clowney. And here's Mann. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been...
Ant is tough to slow down. That guy is big and strong, and he's got quickness, too.
Brooklyn leading by 10. Pass to Saroff. Now here's Claxton. Pulls it. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Pass to Clowney. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Clowney's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And they landed in the top 10 for opponent field goal percentage. They're a team that obviously values a solid team defensive effort and doesn't look to give up a lot of easy looks.
And as you were saying, they were great beyond the arc, stretching out opposing defenses, giving opponents headaches. Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. And then for Minnesota, Reed's checked in for Love. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Miller. Pass to Wolf. Inside, Clowney. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed. Clowney's got 8.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Here is DiVincenzo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Count that one.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. 4th, the Timberwolves.
You know, a solid three-point game can... What a throwdown! And this kind of sixth slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy. I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well. Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Paul looking over the floor. Reed a screen on Martin to the middle. And Reed with a basket on the assist by Paul. 19 points here for Naz Reid.
Boy, they're having a good half so far offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Wolf. Fires for three. Gets the three ball to go. Wolf's got 5.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Outside Paul. Reed sets a screen. Paul passes to Reed. The shot is off. Now 9 for 13 from the floor. Down low. Here's Clowney. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Timberwolves trail by 17. Now here's Paul. No made baskets yet. A slam dunk by Reed.
All Reed's looking for is an opportunity. They've given him that, and he's been outstanding.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And there's a pick. Inside. Here's Sharp. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball against Martin. Left side Reed. There's the three. Connects from downtown. Reed's got 11 points here in the second half.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now. Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up 14 as we wrap up the quarter, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Time for a quick break, then back to the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery. And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Sharp, Cam Thomas out there with Zaire Williams. And it's Clowney in at the 4. So that's the Nets 5. Oh, and Edwards takes it in.
Well, the game plan offensively coming out of the half, I like it. I mean, they've been efficient and effective, but they're still chasing the lead.
And Williams punches it home.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens. Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Martin, the pass to Sharp, and stolen by Edwards.
They're finally taking care of the ball and playing smarter. Turnovers were a problem early on. Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising.
Martin, the pass to Williams. Pass to Thomas. Martin outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here he goes. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 14.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
Love a screen on Martin. And stolen by Williams. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Thomas, left side. No good from the wing.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you've got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
Alvarado with it. Now Sharp defending. Thomas against Edwards. 5 to shoot. It's tipped. Here's Love. There's Ball with a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sharp's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Martin. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Thomas. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. Thomas has got 25 points in the game.
Well, for Cam Thomas, the mid-range is almost an extension of the layup.
Edwards against Sharp. And stolen by Williams. From 17. And yep, it's good. Knocked away. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Edwards. Over Williams. Minnesota again missing. Nets leading by 18. Williams on the wing. Puts up a 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Pass to Thomas. To the middle. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Well, it's no secret Thomas is a shoot-first kind of player. But right there, excellent pass off the pick and roll.
It's Edwards with a drive. Oh! Power is home!
Oh, wow! Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Williams misses.
He just couldn't overcome the perimeter coverage. Shut him down.
Ball looks over the floor. Love a screen on Thomas. Here's Ball. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 5 rebounds tonight. Martin with the ball. Guarded now by Alvarado. Martin misses.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Edwards, a pass to Love. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 6 rebounds in the game. Nets leading by 19 to the paint. Here's Thomas. Banked it in off the glass. Thomas has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Time now to present our player of the game, Cam Thomas.
Boy, he completely took over, I think, on both ends of the floor. Scoring with authority and influencing a lot of plays, almost every play. This was the kind of night you dream about as a player.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans. Here's Thomas, and he lays it up and in. Thomas has got 29 points.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Reed sets a screen. DiVincenzo, pass to Reed, and he gets the bucket.
Strong move by Reed. He's tall and agile and strong. He's hard to slow down.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
Wolf. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. The three. Drills it from deep. Edwards got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, Ant will pull up from anywhere beyond the arc. Of course, more than comfortable letting it fly from the corner.
Here's Saraf. Uses the glass on the layup.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Outside, DiVincenzo. For three. It's hauled in by Wolf.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Three-pointer, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Reed sets a screen. DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
I think this is why you get Reed involved in screen and rolls. I mean, he's phenomenal at making the cut after setting the screen.
Thomas against Edwards. Outside man. From downtown. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Money from three.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside man. Here's Thomas. Can't hit it.
Defense may have given him that one. Based on the results, you see why.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Nets.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And these teams meet only twice a year. Different conferences, so there's a bit of a feeling out process. I thought they made good adjustments along the way and just did what they had to do against Minnesota.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Cam Thomas.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
Pass to man. Claxton a screen on Anunoby. Edwards against Thomas. Over Edwards. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's DiVincenzo. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Cam Thomas.